When a narcissist causes people to hurt you, here's what you must do that you probably never thought about. We're glad you're back with us. These days, everyone talks about the famous flying monkeys. That will come up soon, don't worry. To stay up to date on the latest narcissism videos, make sure to click the bell and subscribe to our channel. Soon, you'll see a lot of movies that you might not have seen before, but are full of useful and interesting information. Let's go back to what we were talking about earlier, flying monkeys. If someone in your life starts to turn other people against you, this movie will show you what to do. If you come from this self-centered society, you may have heard the phrase flying monkeys. Your narcissist will say bad things about you to your parents, friends, brothers, coworkers, and anyone else in your network. They do this to try to break down your support system and get these people to side with them. A lot of people are in the flying monkey relationship, especially when they are getting a divorce. People who are breaking up have extended family ties together. The selfish partner uses this to get in touch with their soon-to-be ex-partner's friends and spread bad stories about them to control the story. They want these people to join their side so that they can use that against their partner to show how much stronger they are. When someone is with a narcissist, the other person always tries to gaslight them, which makes them doubt their own worth. They doubt themselves even more when someone they trust is close to a narcissist. How do they do this? You might ask. In simple terms, narcissists are very attractive and interesting. They seem kind and know how to get along with others, which makes it easy for them to make connections. These people are very good at lying to people and getting them to believe them. With their charm, they show that they are both smart and kind, which makes people want to help them. They will do anything to hurt the image of your daughter, sibling, or friend. This is how the talk will go. They might sound mean and careful when they say bad things about people you care about. But be careful, because these are just a few of the things they do to get ahead. Sad to say, they are good at getting people to do what they want. To get what they want, they will use old points against you, or make up long stories that are obviously lies. It's clear what the goal is. They need everyone to support them if they want to be in charge. Their plan is a bit like what kids do when they play on the field. These people want to control everything around them, so their goals are much more serious and their ways work much better. A narcissist only cares about how well they do. They want to gain power and control over other people more than anything else. They feel even better about themselves when they do this. But what can you do if they start to control you? Narcissists do well in situations known as flying monkey. First, you need to give yourself time to think about how you feel about this. You should feel sad and hurt when a narcissist makes false claims about you that hurt the minds of people who used to be close to you. People may act like they don't want to talk to you when they don't answer your calls or keep their plans. This might make you feel like everyone is suddenly moving away from you. A man whose brother is full of himself comes to mind. They tried to hurt his reputation by saying bad things about him to their family and friends, but he lived too far away to talk to them often. That being said, this act of mental abuse really hurt this kind person. Put your health first and get help from friends, family, or a therapist you trust to deal with the emotional effects. Finally, it's important to keep your cool and fight back against their false claims by gathering evidence and getting in touch with the people who are being hurt. The brother with a good heart was shocked by how cold and uncaring everyone was toward him at a family get-together. Because he didn't understand why they were acting the way they were, he began to think about what he had done and wondered if he had hurt anyone by chance. He was not sure if he had forgotten the date of his death or something else. He was stumped. After a few months, someone in his social circle told him that his brother was going to spread lies about him. It hurt him a lot. When he thought about those talks and events again, he saw how well the narcissist had played them. It broke my heart to see how quickly and easily the ego could control other people. There were a lot of moving parts in the family, but the kind sibling was upset and didn't know what to do. People in this group who had helped him in the past had now turned their backs on him and left him. A lot of you may have had similar things happen to you. Things like these could really hurt you at work, in your neighborhood, and with your family. Narcissists don't care about other people, so they don't always understand how their acts affect them. They may use tricks that hurt the people they are after a lot. The brother in this story who was kind told me that the people he had lost were important to him. He should get in touch with them and talk to them again on a personal level, I told him. He should not defend himself, explain everything, or say that his brother was a narcissist. I told him that the people he cared about liked him anyway, so he should just be himself around them. They were able to trick him because of what his brother said. He did the right thing by talking to them after I told him to. It was interesting to see how his friends' opinions of him changed as they learned more about what a unique and nice person he was. It's easy to see why they were a little confused. He admitted that their family had talked about some bad things, and he said sorry if they had heard anything upsetting. He was able to win back the trust and faith of most of the people who had left him with this plan. I'm sorry for what you went through. It must have been very painful to see people you thought were friends and family slowly change their minds about the selfish lover. Some people who liked you before the bad thing happened were able to forget about it quickly. It was even worse for you when people didn't change their minds and believed all the lies your selfish brother told them. You called me to talk about your job, and I told you to think about whether you should keep people who could easily turn their backs on you. I know it was tough because you had known these people for a long time. That being said, it makes you wonder how strong the bond was to begin with if it was so easy for one person to change their mind. Also, why didn't they tell you directly how worried they were when the narcissist was a close friend, family member, or spouse? It shows how important it is to talk to each other and be honest. People close to you should not believe what they hear about someone who is spreading lies about you. Instead, they should be brave and talk to you directly about the situation. If the people you thought of as family and friends really cared about you, the healthy ones would have told you directly how they were feeling. People who get along well with you will usually be the first to say, "Hey, I just heard something really upsetting." In this case, it was the kind brother. In that story, the kind brother's one honest friend was the first person to notice something was wrong and tell them about it. It was interesting to watch as more and more people talked about their fears as the kid kept talking to the group. They knew something about him that was different from the lies that were being told about him. People who are honest with you will usually be able to tell when you're lying or pulling a trick. But having to fix your image can be unfair, painful, and scary, especially if you didn't do anything wrong. You may need a lot of mental strength, time, and work to get through this mean and unfair matter. Having your ties tested can be scary. When you think about how the narcissist's actions have made you see the truth about some of your relationships, you might be able to find the good in things. You should find out if the people who were so easy to persuade were really friends or just people you knew. When someone gets hurt by a flying monkey, I always tell them to do the right thing. Narcissists know how to sway people and use their weaknesses against them. Kindness toward people who may have been fooled is important in these cases. You shouldn't reject rumors. Instead, you should show empathy and say what it's like for that person to have to deal with such bad things. You could tell them you're sorry they were put through such a bad time and that you hope they know enough about you to know that the lies aren't true. For the future, tell them they can talk to you directly and that you are always there to listen. You can use something that hurt you to show how good you are and how much you want to help other people. Because narcissists are dark, you need to bring in light. Narcissistic people use other people like chess pieces to get ahead in life because they are afraid of losing. It's all part of their chess game when they tell bad things about you to make other people hate you. It's a cruel game of lies where they try to get as many people as possible to join their side. Still, you don't have to let them win. When you're with a narcissist, they might tell other people inappropriate things about your relationship that are private. This could mean betraying your trust and sharing other people private details you may not have wanted them to know. You told them family secrets because you thought they would stay private, so it's awful to think that they might use them against you. This is a hole that needs to be fixed in any way possible. Take responsibility for what you said and try to make things right. Therapy can help you deal with the gaslighting, which can make you feel unsteady and lost during this tough time. Always keep in mind that there are people who have your back, and you should look for them. Like in the story about the nice brother, some people in that person's lives said they heard something they were sure wasn't true. You need these people to help you. Flying monkeys and narcissists can make people dislike you. This is only good because it shows you who your real friends and supporters are. People who are ready to leave you so quickly may not have been a good fit for you in the first place. Last but not least, the best way to deal with darkness is to add light to it. People who believe in you and will be there for you when things get tough are what you need. Picture encountering someone who exudes charm on the surface, but conceals a sinister agenda beneath. What if I revealed that you possess the ability to uncover their true intentions? Brace yourself for an exhilarating journey as we unveil the enigmatic truths you need to grasp, promising an adventure that will captivate you from start to finish. Today, we embark on an exploration of the unsettling realities lurking beneath our everyday interactions. It's time to unravel the intricate puzzle titled Beware, 5 indications you're entangled with a malevolent individual. This isn't merely about experiencing a rough day or committing occasional blunders. Rather, it's about identifying individuals who thrive on malice, deceit, and manipulation. This discourse is tailored for those who have ever found themselves uneasy about someone's demeanor, but struggled to pinpoint the underlying reasons. Join me as we delve into uncharted territories, expanding our knowledge and transforming our intuition into enlightenment. First, the veil of charm. Imagine encountering someone whose charisma and vitality can immediately captivate you. They exude attentiveness, engaging in meaningful conversation and displaying genuine interest in your thoughts. This initial encounter may leave you feeling esteemed and valued, as the individual appears amiable and extroverted. However, beneath this beguiling facade, there may lurk a darker reality. Often, the initial indicator of someone's malevolence is their adeptness at wearing a mask of charm. This signifies their mastery in manipulation and deceit. But how does charm serve as a guise? It operates as a strategic tool wielded by individuals with ulterior motives to achieve their ends. It acts as a veneer, luring unsuspecting individuals under the pretense of trust and camaraderie. In this context, attractiveness is not indicative of genuine affection, but rather a calculated ploy to ensnare, dominate, and eventually exploit others. Distinguishing between authentic charm and counterfeit confidence poses a challenge. Observing their consistency is crucial. Do they maintain their interest in you, or does it wane once their objectives are fulfilled? Pay attention to their treatment of others, particularly when they believe no one is observing. A truly benevolent individual maintains a consistent demeanor regardless of the audience. Conversely, the charm of a malevolent individual diminishes when they no longer seek to impress, or when their objectives have been achieved. 2. Absence of empathy. Empathy, the ability to comprehend and share another person's emotions, forms the foundation of human connection and compassion. It allows us to resonate with someone else's joy or sorrow, fostering genuine care and understanding. Conversely, individuals who lack empathy exhibit clear signs of malevolence. They view others not as sentient beings with emotions and rights, but as mere instruments to serve their own ends. Understanding empathy deficiency. At its core, the absence of empathy entails an inability to recognize and honor the emotions of others. This deficiency manifests in various troubling behaviors, including indifference towards others' suffering, a lack of remorse for causing harm, and an inability to genuinely celebrate others' accomplishments. Individuals devoid of empathy remain oblivious to or indifferent towards the emotions and desires of those around them. 3. Mastery of manipulation. Those inclined towards malevolence often wield the subtle and deceptive art of manipulation. It serves as a clandestine means to influence others' thoughts or actions through deception, coercion, or exploitation. Identifying manipulation is crucial, as it is a hallmark of individuals who foster toxic relationships. Description of manipulation. This form of abuse often masquerades as ordinary discourse, rendering it exceptionally insidious. It can manifest as emotional manipulation, wherein guilt trips coerce individuals into compliance, gaslighting instills self-doubt, or feigned helplessness elicits sympathy and assistance. The manipulator consistently seeks to compel others to fulfill their desires, regardless of the consequences for the victim. 4. The urge for dominance. The hunger for control is a telltale sign of individuals harboring ill intentions. This insatiable need to dictate the lives of others often manifests in various forms, such as imposing directives on thoughts and actions, or dictating choices. Safeguarding your autonomy and well-being amidst such domineering personalities requires a keen awareness and discernment of their controlling tendencies. Deciphering control dynamics in relationships. Control often stems from underlying fears or insecurities within individuals. Seeking to quell their own anxieties and uncertainties, they resort to controlling others as a coping mechanism. However, such behavior is not only detrimental, but also perilous, diminishing the independence and self-esteem of the affected individuals. 5. The fabrication of falsehoods. Pathological lying serves as a disconcerting hallmark of individuals with malicious motives. It transcends the occasional fib, constituting a habitual pattern of deceit aimed at deceiving, manipulating, and exerting control over others. To safeguard one's well-being and nurture healthy relationships, it is imperative to grasp the implications of this trait and its impact. Unraveling pathological deception. Pathological liars harbor an intrinsic compulsion to fabricate falsehoods even in the absence of necessity. They adeptly craft intricate narratives, skillfully intertwining facts and emotions to advance their covert agendas. The plausibility of their falsehoods renders discerning truth from fiction a daunting task. Strategies to confront pathological deception. Vigilance is paramount when dealing with pathological liars. Maintain a discerning perspective and corroborate information whenever feasible. Document conversations and interactions to identify inconsistencies. Seek counsel from trusted individuals to gain alternative insights and validate concerns. In cases of severe detriment to mental and physical well-being, termination of the relationship or seeking professional assistance may be necessary for self-preservation. Unveiling the meaning. Grasping the indicators of potential harm for individuals is not only crucial for personal well-being, but also for fostering healthy relationships. By acknowledging and addressing traits like empathy deficiency adept manipulation, power hunger, and pervasive deceit, we empower ourselves to safeguard our emotional and psychological welfare. Through self-awareness, boundary setting, seeking support, and disseminating knowledge, we contribute to creating a safer and more empathetic world, thereby nurturing healthier connections with others. We extend our gratitude for your active engagement in this discourse, fostering a pathway toward a more secure and resilient future. Your involvement holds significance. If you gleaned insights on identifying and navigating ill intentions, we encourage you to effect positive change. Initiate conversations with your loved ones, friends, and colleagues. Together, we can enhance comprehension and equip individuals with the tools to navigate complex relationships. We invite you to share your reflections, experiences, or additional insights in the comments section. Your contributions can enlighten others and spark vital dialogues. Through collective effort, we can cultivate safer, more empathetic environments and foster improved relationships for all. Dealing with a narcissist can indeed be a daunting and draining task, as their constant need for attention and admiration often leaves you feeling exhausted and frustrated. But fear not, as there are effective strategies to shield yourself and dismantle their manipulative tactics. In this enlightening video, we'll delve into 10 powerful methods to shut down a narcissist and regain control of your interactions. 1. Embrace facts and logic. When confronting a narcissist, focus on presenting concrete evidence and logical arguments that challenge their distorted perceptions. By sticking to facts, you undermine their attempts to manipulate the truth. Instead of getting entangled in emotionally charged battles, this approach helps neutralize their power. It's important to note that this strategy won't immediately change a narcissist's behavior. They may respond with deflection, denial, or anger. However, by consistently injecting factual information into their rhetoric, you sow seeds of doubt. Over time, narcissists may start to question their distorted views and, in surprising instances, reconsider their actions. 2. Maintain calmness and composure. Navigating a narcissist's manipulation can be overwhelming, as they possess a knack for pushing your buttons and provoking emotional reactions. They know precisely how to trigger you. However, one of the most effective ways to disarm a narcissist is to remain calm and composed. By doing so, you strip them of their power. Narcissists thrive on creating chaos and drama, deriving pleasure from the emotional turmoil they cause. By staying collected, you deny them this satisfaction. 3. Harness the power of humor. Picture this. You're engaged in a conversation with a narcissist, their self-absorbed monologue dominating the airwaves as usual. Instead of succumbing to frustration or seriousness, inject a well-timed joke or a light-hearted comment. In that instant, catch them off guard, exposing their self-absorption for all to see. However, use humor cautiously. Provoking or escalating the situation can backfire. The goal is to disarm rather than stoke further conflict. Keep your humor light and playful, avoiding anything mean-spirited or hurtful. By highlighting the absurdity of their self-centered behavior in a non-confrontational way, you achieve a small victory if you can provoke laughter, even at their expense. 4. Establish emotional boundaries. Narcissists thrive on eliciting emotional reactions and excel at exploiting vulnerabilities. However, maintaining emotional distance disrupts their manipulative tactics. It doesn't necessitate complete emotional detachment or aloofness. Rather, it involves erecting a protective barrier that shields you from their words and actions. By setting firm emotional boundaries, you safeguard your well-being while still engaging with the narcissist. Strike a delicate balance between involvement and resilience, ensuring your emotional fortitude remains intact. 5. Embrace assertive communication. In dealing with a narcissist, assertive communication emerges as a potent weapon to shut them down. Assertiveness involves confidently expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs without hesitation or excessive apologies. This approach is crucial because narcissists often prey on perceived vulnerabilities in others. By standing firm and embracing assertiveness, you signal that you are not a pliable target for manipulation. Stand tall, articulate your viewpoints, and let the force of your assertiveness silence the narcissist's maneuvers. 6. Keep thorough documentation. Narcissists excel at distorting the truth and manipulating perceptions. A highly effective strategy to counter their efforts is to meticulously document their behavior. This record serves as compelling evidence that carries significant weight. With a written account of their actions at hand, it becomes substantially more challenging for them to deny or twist reality. By diligently recording their behavior, you strip away some of their power, exposing their true nature and holding them accountable for their actions. This documentation empowers you to confidently confront their deception and shield yourself against their manipulative tactics. 7. Disengage and embrace no contact. Like master illusionists, narcissists command an unparalleled prowess in manipulation. They thrive on the adulation and dominance they secure, employing every stratagem within their arsenal to seize it. Their ceaseless pursuit of control and manipulation exacts a heavy toll, imperiling your very essence. This is precisely why embracing a state of no contact can metamorphose the game entirely. If feasible, it involves severing all channels of communication and interaction with the narcissist. By erecting an impregnable barrier between yourself and their venomous influence, you forge a sanctuary that shields you from their ceaseless machinations. 8. Evade their snares. Traversing the labyrinth of relationships with narcissists is akin to navigating a treacherous maze. Yet, a potent strategy to vanquish them decisively is by deftly dodging their ensnarements. These individuals revel in the intricate dance of psychological manipulation, employing tactics such as gaslighting, deflection, and projection to ensnare their prey. Equipping yourself with knowledge about these nefarious techniques and remaining vigilant against their machinations arms you with formidable tools to thwart their influence. By steadfastly evading their traps and vigilantly safeguarding your emotions, you can reclaim sovereignty over your psyche and fortify yourself against their pernicious sway. 9. Embrace unshakable self-assurance. Narcissists relish in the act of diminishing others and eroding their self-worth. However, possessing unyielding self-assurance and self-value can serve as a powerful shield against their onslaughts. Take a moment to celebrate your strengths, triumphs, and the distinct qualities that define you. Reflect on the remarkable milestones you've conquered and the invaluable contributions you bring to the table. By fortifying your confidence, you render yourself impervious to the narcissist's attempts to undermine your self-esteem. 10. Stay anchored in your own journey. Narcissists crave the spotlight and seek to bend everyone to their will. Employing various tactics, they strive to divert your focus from your own aspirations and desires. It's crucial to remain steadfast in your priorities. Continuously remind yourself of your aspirations and what holds true significance to you. When the narcissist endeavors to derail you, refuse to succumb to their manipulations. Stay resolute in your authenticity and unwaveringly pursue your goals. Do not allow their self-absorption to sway or derail your path. Keep your gaze fixed on your objectives and let their manipulative ploys ricochet off your steadfast determination. Remember,